Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Antwone Williams, and I'm here to share with you how my credit score actually increased over 200 points in a little bit over 8 months. So, just to give you a little bit of work background about me, because I've been working since I was like 17. Graduated high school at 17. I started working at BrandsMart. I was a cashier supervisor. 2 years later, I started doing law enforcement. I did law enforcement for actually 8 years. I resigned a little bit over 2 years ago. And actually, I went while I was actually in law enforcement. I was in school for accounting. I got my AS in account technology, and like I said, I just had a passion for always, just helping people for the most part. So after I left law enforcement, I started driving trucks initially for the urge of just seeing the country. Before before I actually started driving trucks, I'd never been past the state of Georgia, and a big passion of mine was actually to travel the states, and, see different things and just grow. So while I was out driving trucks, I ran into this opportunity based on my credit score. At the time, I had went through identity fraud. My social had got stolen 2 years prior. While I was actually working in law enforcement, my car was stolen, my identity was stolen, my license, my social, like everything was just gone. The person applied for so much credit or whatever, they applied for. I had so many inquiries that, my credit score was shot. I was in the low 500s. And I also had, like 14 to 15 medical bills. I had a broken lease, and I had just acquired a truck loan. So like I was just going through it bad. Like I didn't know what to do. So I forgot what they call like it's like that it's like something that you're looking for and it just comes to you. That would happen. So I was browsing through social media one day, and I ran into this gentleman, and he stated on his post, he was like, anybody looking to fix their credit and earn additional income. So I was like, that sounds pretty interesting. So when I reached out to him, after I reached out to him, he gave me some information. And he said, hey, look, if you're serious, come to an event. So I came to one of the events. I saw the information, and I was blown away. So with the process of the credit repair, what they do, the company goes through all three credit bureaus at the same time. They dispute to delete all negative items. So you see a fast turnaround rate, usually within 45 to 90 days, as stated, satisfaction guaranteed. So I was like, okay, it sounds good, but I want to be a product of this product. So once I got started, my credit score went from the low 500s to 705 in like the first 3 months. So I seen like a 150, 160 point increase within the first 3 months. Everyone's different, but you gotta try it out. So the benefits of me actually getting into it and actually wanting to get my credit fixed, one was that my identity was stolen. Two, my credit was shot from my identity being stolen. And three, I had a lot of medical bills. But the fourth major reason was that, a lot of people don't want to talk about it, is that our formal education that teaches about personal finances, ownership, and financial freedom for success. So the biggest thing that I had was it was really on-time payments. I missed 2 car notes while after the person stole my car. I had 2 car notes that were late because I thought the bank had them processed it and everything had went through. But I missed 2 car payments, and my credit score actually dropped from I was like the low 600s, but I dropped to the low to mid 400s. So me going through my own process actually benefited me going through this service. And once I actually seen my credit score go from the low 500 to 705 within a short period of time, I was already locked in. Also, through me going through that process of my car getting stolen, my identity getting stolen, they actually offer identity monitoring, so they actually can help prevent identity theft. Me personally, I'm from Florida. That's the largest state of fraud in the world or in the country. So when I seen that they were backed by a creditable company, I jumped right on board. And I started creating my own personal client testimonies along the way. Like I said, I served over hundreds of customers already. And this one particular person always comes to mind every time I bring it up. His name is Daniel. Daniel's credit score was in the low 600s when I actually first got started with him. Within the first 5 to 6 months, his credit score went from the low 600s to the 800s. It was unique and beautiful because, one, we educated him. We educated him about credit, and along the way, he went through the necessary steps possible to get to that level. Two, we stayed in contact, and we made sure we hit every goal that he wanted. Because I don't know about you, but I like to put goals down. I like to write personal goals down on each client base by base, by each person. And we were just a perfect fit. So with that being said, go ahead and schedule a call. Let's get on a call so you can fill out the short survey so we can see if you're a good fit for me. I have spots are limited, so I want to make sure that you are perfect for the system that I have on hand, and we can move forward. So with that being said, I want you to have a great day, and I'll see you soon.